Is it on? Okay. Good morning. I'm Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry, and today I'm going to show you another wonderful side to have uh, with your Easter meal. And I am going to be roasting some vegetables. I'm doing sweet potatoes, which Roy and I love. I'm doing just regular red potatoes. Promise is here, and she likes. We don't eat the white potatoes, but they have the red skin on them. But I still call them white potatoes. But I'm making them for her, and I've got some orange peppers. And if you can see, I'm putting them in pretty big size pieces, just like I am the onions. I'm doing them in pretty big size pieces. And I'm leaving the peeling on my sweet potatoes and my red potatoes. And I'm going to try to cut them all about the same size. We're doing carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, red potatoes, red bell sweet peppers, and I have a little bit of orange and onions. And then we're going to season those really well, put them in the oven and bake them for like 35 or 40 minutes. And this is a wonderful, wonderful side dish. It's got all your veggies in it. So you don't have to have many more sides to go with your meal, but this is just an alternative. This is just another one that I wanted to show you that usually when we have a special meal here, I always do roasted vegetables, and people really enjoy them.
Is this an oven vegetable medley?
You kind of, yeah.
It's just pop it in the oven. It is.
Just pop it in the oven. That's
Rose
right.
cooks it a lot at home, and
Yep.
it is so wonderful.
Okay, now I'm trying to decide how. I think I'm going to just cut them like this. You can cut them in wedges. You can cut them in circles, ever how you want to do it. Uh, I'm going to do it both ways to show you how, because it's just going to be us eating it. So a lot of times I'll cut them like this, just in wedges. A lot of times I just cut them in circles. It's just according to ever how you want it to look on your table. As to how you can do it. Now this is a little smaller piece, so I'm just going to cut it in half. Now my potatoes, I'm going to do them like this. I'm going to cut them in half. Y'all, I just got it's a Pampered Chef knife. It's a chef knife, and let me tell you something. It is it is sharp. I just barely touched my finger with it yesterday, and it made a little nick on it.
She just
So
hates to cut her fingers with a dull knife.
I sure do. All right. So I'm just going to cut this about like I did my, ow, see, I just did it again. I'm telling you, this thing is sharp. It didn't draw blood, but it could have. Just because I touched that, I got to be careful with this thing. Okay. All right. Now, I'm doing Promise 2 potatoes because I think she'll eat 2 today. Okay. Now then. All right, now spread them out. Now I'm going to this is the way I cut my pepper. I turn it upside down. You can do it. You have your own way of doing it. But I try to cut around that seed like that. And then I'll just cut that very end off, and that's all I have left. And I'm just going to cut my peppers in half because I want them in pretty big size pieces. Because if not, then they'll get too done. Because it doesn't take them quite as long as it does the potatoes and the sweet potatoes. So I got a little seed in this one, so I'm going to gently cut it out. Okay. Now, all right, that's our onions, our potatoes, both kinds of potatoes, and our peppers. Now, the cauliflower, I have some cauliflower, and I'm going to leave the stem on it. And I'm just going to cut it in bite-sized pieces too. And put it in here. And I'm going to cover these with olive oil. And then I'm going to season them up really well. Okay. Now it's going to be a pan full when I get through, but we'll eat it. And I've got my veggies. I read the other day, if you soak them in salt water, it helps really clean them good. And so that's what I've got in this bowl. I've got some salt water. Okay, I'm going to get my carrots. Now, if you have a lot of people coming, you may want to do it in 2 pans because you don't want to really stack it up high. You want it just kind of spread out. So,
you also want them to sort of have a roasted
you do.
Them,
you do.
Contacted the pan, don't you?
You do. Yes. So that you don't want them stacked up on top of each other. Okay. Now this is my broccoli. That's a lot of it is already in bite-sized pieces, and I'm gonna leave that one like that because broccoli cooks quicker. But I want it to be kind of roasted, to taste roasted. So, all right. And this was just some broccoli crowns that I bought, and I'm going to leave that one whole. And cut this one. I'm just going to leave these whole like that. All right. Let me wipe up my water. I'm just going to move this out of the way. Okay. Now, y'all know, y'all have heard me talk about potato slayer. This is what I use. I'm not going to put any salt or pepper because my potato slayer, it may not have, I don't think it's got quite as much salt as some of the seasonings. Oh, okay. As some of the seasonings do, but a lot of people have to watch their salt intake. Am I not holding it right?
Turn it toward me.
It is toward you, baby.
I've got the back, baby.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Now I've got the front.
Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Our little Walmart here doesn't carry this, so my sister wanted some, so I got her a thing, and she's coming by later this morning, and she's gonna pick hers up. So, all right, now this is just olive oil, just plain olive oil, and I've got my oven set on 375 because, like I say, I want these roasted. Now, I just liberally, okay. I'm going to coat these in my olive oil real good because I want my potato slayer to really stick to them. So, all right. Wipe the oil off my hands. All right, now I liberally sprinkle this potato slayer on because it is so good. It's just a teeny bit spicy, but not real spicy. Now, halfway through cooking, I will open my oven, pull this out, and I will kind of toss it around a little bit to let some of that's on the bottom come to the top and some on top go to the bottom. Okay? But as you can see, all of it is pretty much on the surface of the pan, and that's what you want because you want it to be roasted. All right? A little bit more. It's just to your taste, ever how you like it. So I've got my oven preheated to 375. Now, isn't that a beautiful dish? Look at that. And it's not even cooked. It's raw. And it is just as delicious as it looks. So, okay. I'm fixing to put this in my oven, and I'll be back with y'all as soon as it gets ready.
Gracious, Grandma.
I know. Am I green, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, yesterday my mic went off and I didn't know it. So any of y'all that watched that video, this is my roasted veggies. I've got red peppers, yellow peppers, onions, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, sweet potatoes, and look at that. Look at that broccoli. See how it's kind of roasted? Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Done, but kind of roasted. Y'all, this is so good. And look how tender these potatoes are. They're just so tender. Y'all, this is a wonderful dish that you can put on your Easter table. All you do, cut your veggies, put it in the oven on 375 for 45 minutes, and it's done.
And eat.
And eat. That's right. So I'm going to taste of this cauliflower right here, because maybe it won't be as hot. It's steaming hot. I just took it out of the oven. Now, after it had cooked about 25 minutes, I took it out and kind of gently turned everything so it could all get on the bottom. So all of it would have a little roasted effect to it. Y'all, Promise that's FedEx. That's our basketball goal. Promise and I, excuse me, I ordered us a basketball goal so we could play basketball. And we've been anticipating for 2 days. Just Roxy. And so we're gonna be playing basketball this afternoon. Thank you for joining me. Please fix this for your Easter lunch. Share, subscribe, comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Remember, food feeds the family, family feeds the heart, God feeds the soul. Love y'all. Happy Easter.